But once I got to biology, I decided I want to focus myself. I want to do a project as good as I can. And the project I decided to go for was Eagle Huntress. So at first, I did everything right. I went to the Eagle Festival, which is on the beginning of October. I was the first one to be there, the last one to leave. Tried to photograph as much pictures as I can to try maybe tell the story of Eagle Hunters. But at the end of this shoot, I felt like something was missing. Not missing in the way that the shots are not good or not interesting. Those are Eagle Hunters, and it's really amazing. But I felt like I'm doing the same shots I've seen before. Different variations of them, different light, different setups, so and so. But yet again, I felt it was a bit too similar. And as a photographer, I kind of feel like I'm missing it. So I started thinking, it took me a while, how can I shoot Eagle Hunters in a different way? How can I shoot them different lenses, different things, doing maybe not in a hunt, maybe only in this. I was trying to figure it out. How can I find a story that I haven't heard before here? And after a while, it just hits me that every conversation I had in the past 2 years, since the first time I was here in Mongolia until today, about Mongolian people of Mongolia, culture-wise and reputation-wise, it's hard to finish the sentence of what is Mongolia today. We know what Mongolia was in the Genghis Khan period, in the communist period, in the Manchu period, but modern Mongolia is relatively young. So I was thinking, maybe that's my story. What will be the future of this culture? What will be 5 years from now? What will be the future? What will it be? Will it exist? Will it still be a nomadic country? So at that moment I realized that the most interesting thing this time is not the Eagle Hunters, the old respected Eagle Hunters, but basically the kids, the newcomers, the new generation. So I thought that'd be the story, that'd be the tale I want to tell. In the end of this shoot, I said, all right, I have enough time, I have enough budget to shoot one more kid. What do I want to do? And I was thinking about, I can have another kid who's training or in the mid-section, maybe another hunter who's a little bit older. And then I was thinking, well, the entire project is actually talking about what will be the future of Eagle Hunters in the next 5 years. And I thought, well, because this project is a mix between a documentary to an art project, I said, all right, I want to have my own perspective. What would I like to see in 5 years? And I was thinking about it a lot, and I said, why not have an Eagle Huntress?
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be a really interesting way to look at it. To change the direction for a modern style, more feminist, more strong. And we went looking for it. And we found a girl named Aisholpan, who was 13 years old. She was a girl, yeah. And she was the daughter of an Eagle Hunter. Told him about the idea, we told him about the project. And he was really into it, he was really excited. We shot her a couple of days in different mountaintops, hunting and trying to work with an eagle. And for me it was really amazing because if I compare her to the first kid we shot, which is also 13 years old and also just starting his training, she was a lot more comfortable with the eagle. She wasn't scared of petting him and working with him. And for me it was really seeing a dream come true. Like I had that in mind, I would love to see that and would love to photograph it and tell this. And actually seeing it for me was like a really strong experience. And for me the summary of the entire project was just on the last 20 minutes before we had to go back. I sat down with the father and the guide, like only us, and I wanted to ask him 2 questions. I said, can I ask you 2 questions, but please just answer sincerely. So sure. How was it for you to see your daughter with the Kazakh costume and the eagle and calling and the mountains?
Like a real Eagle Huntress,
like a real Eagle Huntress. And he said, oh, it was good. All right, and seriously, would you ever consider training her? Would you ever consider making her a real Eagle Huntress? And I was expecting a funny maybe or a honest no. And his answer was really important for me because he thought about it for a couple of minutes and then he said, until 2 years ago, my oldest son was the successor of the culture. He was the one who was supposed to carry it on. and he went to the army. He became an officer, so he probably won't be back to do that. And I've been thinking about training her for a very long time now. The thing is, I'll never offer it to her unless she asks for it, because it should come from her. And for me, that was like the answer for the project.